Nobody manipulates you without your permission. That is the part nobody says out loud. You were not simply a victim. You were a participant, and you did not know it. You already know what manipulation feels like from the outside. The person who always seems to get what they want, who makes you feel guilty for things that were never your fault, who knows exactly which words to use to make you change your mind, who leaves every conversation with more than they came in with, and somehow you are the one who feels like you should apologize. You have felt this. You have probably felt it recently. And the question you never ask, the one that actually matters, is not who did this to you. It is why it worked. Arthur Schopenhauer spent his life studying the machinery of the human mind. He wrote that most people do not think. They believe they think. What they actually do is feel, then construct reasons afterward to justify what they already decided. This is not stupidity. This is how the human brain is built. And it is the single most important thing a manipulator understands about you that you do not understand about yourself. Manipulation does not work by overpowering you. It works by finding a door you already left open. Every person who has ever been successfully manipulated had something the manipulator needed: a fear, a desire, a need for approval, a wound that never fully healed. The manipulator did not create those things. They simply found them, and they walked through the door you built yourself. Think about the last time someone made you feel guilty for something that was not your fault. Not a stranger, someone close. They did not attack you directly. That would have made the manipulation visible. Instead, they went quiet. They withdrew. They became slightly cold, slightly distant, slightly hurt. And they waited for you to come to them. You felt the discomfort. You reached out. You apologized. You fixed something that was never broken. And they got exactly what they wanted without asking for it once. That silence was not hurt. That silence was a weapon. Robert Greene wrote that the most dangerous manipulators are not the ones who attack. They are the ones who make you feel like you are choosing freely. They give you two options, both of which serve them. They ask for your opinion knowing you will validate theirs. They express vulnerability at exactly the moment it costs you something to walk away. They do not take. They arrange for you to give. Here is the psychology underneath all of it. Every successful manipulation targets one of three things: your need for approval, the fear that if you disappoint someone they will leave or withdraw their love, your guilt, the belief that you are somehow responsible for the feelings of the people around you, or your ego, the quiet desire to be seen as the generous one, the loyal one, the one who showed up when it mattered. Every manipulation you have ever fallen for entered through one of those three doors, no exceptions. Machiavelli wrote that men are so simple and so ready to obey present necessities that a deceiver will never lack victims. He was not being cruel. He was being precise. The word he used was simple, not stupid. Simple means operating on the surface of things, taking what is presented without asking what is underneath, responding to what feels true without checking whether it is true. Most people live their entire lives on the surface of things, and on the surface, manipulation is invisible. The uncomfortable question is not whether you have been manipulated. You have. Everyone has. The uncomfortable question is, what did they use? What door did they find open? Because that door was not put there by them. That door was built by something that happened to you long before they arrived. The need for approval that makes you say yes when you mean no. The guilt that makes you responsible for everyone else's emotions. The ego that makes you prove yourself to people who are not worth proving anything to. The person who cannot be manipulated is not the person with no weaknesses. That person does not exist. The person who cannot be manipulated is the one who knows exactly where their doors are and has decided, consciously, who gets a key. This is where most people stop. They learn to recognize manipulation after it has already happened. They become better at spotting the patterns, the guilt trips, the silent treatment, the manufactured vulnerability, and that is useful. But it is still reactive. You are still waiting to be attacked before you defend yourself. The deeper level is this. Close the doors, not by becoming cold, not by trusting no one, but by doing the work that removes the weapon. Heal the need for approval, and guilt trips lose their power. Stop taking responsibility for other people's emotions, and the silent treatment becomes silence. Nothing more. Build something real enough that your ego no longer needs outside validation, and the flattery that used to move you becomes noise. Schopenhauer wrote that the first and most important step toward wisdom is to understand that you are not as rational as you believe. The manipulator already knows this about you. The only question is whether you know it about yourself. Watch the people around you, not with paranoia, with clarity. Notice who always seems to get what they want from you. Notice how conversations with certain people always end with you having given something, your time, your energy, your agreement, your apology. Notice the pattern. The pattern is the answer. You are not simply unlucky. You are not simply naive. You are operating with open doors in a world full of people who know how to find them. That ends the moment you decide to understand yourself better than they do. This is eternal Nemesis, the truth nobody tells you. Follow, because what comes next will change how you see every single interaction you have ever had.